Now, the Gillnet, were you a user of Gillnets before the ban?
Yes, I was.
Now, how were you impacted by the ban? Were you licensed? And if you were, did you get any assistance from the government? It was Oceana paying for the transition.
Well, actually, the ban really based upon my knowledge and my name, that only me affect, it affect my community, it affect the whole Dangriga. At the end of the day, a lot of people understand the dynamics between about fish. Right now, the fish price are like $9-10. When you used to set a gill net and you could have sell fish for $3 a pound, $4 a pound. Now you have to pay fish. You have to pay for handline fish at ridiculous prices. So being agriculture capital, being from the culture capital, the people that used to eat fish by a regular basis. Now you can count the people that go to market. You can count the people that go to market. And then right now, we main market partly closed down. Literally partly closed down because then fish only get in there once in a blue moon, and if they do go, man only sell like $100 or $200 worth of product to people. The only time fish sell in a bigger hard, that either for the Easter or for the 19th. So one of the time they see fish really sell. Apart from that, nobody bring fish like one time.
So, what happened to the gill nets that were around before the ban, and once the ban came into effect, those had to disappear?
You see, only certain people had license. Only certain people had license, and it was very unfair to the rest of the people that we never have. And from my perspective and my view, this was not a gillnet ban. Gillnet ban wasn't. It never really took place the way it should, because in Guatemala still use it. A lot of other countries still use it, and we small little Belize use it. Meanwhile, Guatemala have a way how the Oceana put on the her name that how boy Gillnet do this, Gillnet do that. But Guatemala were bigger than we, they complain. Because then they educate the people. They have strict laws.
But then they used to come and to fool in our waters as Sarsoon and Barranco.
They still do. And they're not stop them because the government right now, the average, if you count the amount of fishers right now, they're like what I used to tell them, make a screen. You screen out you screen the license. How much people have a license where 25 fishers have one license for one address. One address. So much fishers have one address, which is unfair, and they're not immigrants. Lone immigrants. So the government never do it work properly, or the representative of the government never do it work properly.
So the license supposed to be per fisher, per person.
All right, me and you could live in the same house, but you're supposed to raise a red flag when you say this address come up 10 times, 15 times. Then you don't live here. You don't live here. You don't have you're supposed to live within Belize for so much months before you can obtain a license.
So you're saying they're living in Guatemala and probably even in Honduras, but they're licensed to fish in Belize?
Licensed to fish in Belize.
Okay. Now, in terms of the replenishment of the marine resources, like in the 3 years since the ban and the stoppage to gillnet usage, would you say that the marine product has replenished and become more abundant?
I won't say replenish. I would say it's still up at the same level, because remember these fishes that gillnet catches, the traveling fish, and how we do in Belize, that like how I say, we the nurture food product for outsiders. You understand me? And who the cause is the government. You understand me? That like most classes they teach you what come from the sea, what come from inland trickle down to the sea. And if the government not issue the lead land there to fishers, how they expect for make fishers could release at least train half of the sea. You understand me?
How are you surviving without the use of gillnets? Like, what did you switch to?
Right now, I do a daily job, like all season half. I do inland, Bali inland job. You understand me? But whenever the season open, I left to go back. And whenever I get slow back, I go back to my job. You have to be diverse. You can't be one thing. And this is the thing whereby the government they fail because then the government only look on one side. They know to work together. Minister, this department, they work with this one, they work with that one. They only sit down on one head, but they know to sit down. They know the horn together. And that's what's supposed to be a body.
But were you using other gear even before the gillnet ban?
If I'm to use other gas, I used to use Wasin and fish pot, fishing line. But then at the end of the day, you can't catch the amount of fish. Right now, my bread, I believe that we got 225. 225 for a bread. I buy one for go to work, I buy two bread for go to work. That's $4.50 apart for my own name. So, how could we sustain ourselves from a small wage? And when I talk about God, I see what part of the gas price, like what $13 a gallon. $13
How much for the day?
for the day. You need at least about 15 gallons to reach a certain areas. If you're going to Glovers, from Dangwa to Glovers, you basically look at least about 10 to 15 gallons. That only for reach. That only for go work. For spend at 4 or 5 days, you know, talk about ice with $20 a sack. You know, talk about food where when you talk about grocery list, the grocery list that close to $200 or more, and that only for 3 days or 2 days. You understand me? So how much you have to make you could
Right. Get back,
get back something? You understand me? And that's between you and 3-4 man.
Gotcha.